Good morning, afternoon, evening. This is the One Man Militia, and I'm here with another video. And again, we're going to deviate from the firearms. And I like to mention that this video is going to talk about the bulk of my knife collection. Like I did mention before, I do have a smaller knife collection. However, my firearm collection overshadows it greatly. But um, these are pretty much the tactical defense knives that I do own currently. I'm going to start with the smallest, and I will go up to the largest, and then I even have a hatchet. And without further ado, I'll go ahead and get started here so the video is not too long. I like to start off with the smallest little Smith & Wesson knife that I have. This is my boot knife. I do put it on the, I do wear Smith & Wesson boots, as you've seen in that video that was shot about 11 months ago about why I love Smith & Wesson. I do own a pair of Smith & Wesson boots. They do have a little Velcro piece across the top of the boot, and this knife does have a little catch here. And actually, it's not a knife; it's more of like a tool. Um, but basically, it has like the little holes here for the hex. It does have a can opener here as well, or a top, pop top opener. It does have a little blade on it as well. But this is what I call my boot tool. Not necessarily a boot knife, but it's a tool because it's a multi-purpose. It's not just for cutting. But that's pretty much it with this one here. Small, put on the boot, walk around with it, whatever. If I need it, I have it. I haven't needed it so far, but it's just nice to have. This right here, this was my old, now this is a boot knife because it is particularly a knife. Let's see here, it does fold in. It doesn't have all the hex stuff and multi-purpose and all that stuff, so it is more of a knife. It has less function. It's pretty much a blade, but it can fit on the boot as well, but it's just part of the collection now. Okay, next we have, I have a knife that kind of goes on the side here. Like I say, all these Smith & Wesson come in nice sheaths, but basically nice little side knife here. I forgot all of the names of the Smith & Wesson knives, but this one goes on your side here. It's got the little clip that goes on your pants, and you kind of wear it as such. But it makes a nice little, well, most of these knives make nice little EDCs. Okay, my next knife here, this one has a belt loop to it. And now we're going to start getting to some of the sheets that's got the Smith & Wesson logo on it, and they're more cloth and more durable as such. But this knife here, it kind of reminds me of like a spear or kind of like a dagger type knife. Let's see here. It's got a little ring at the top as well. And it does have Smith & Wesson written vertically on it. It's kind of like a little spear knife or like a dagger type knife. Okay, next knife here. This also has a little belt loop on it here. Comes in a nice Smith & Wesson sheath. This one doesn't have Smith & Wesson embroidered on the sheath here. This one does have a little pocket right here, and it has a little sharpening, like a little sharpening stone right here. Kind of snaps in place there. And this particular knife, as you can see, is Smith & Wesson. And I have another Smith & Wesson knife here. I think it has a, let's see here, it's got a pocket as well. It's got a sharpening stone as well. That's what I kind of like about these Smith & Wesson knives. They're very innovative, whoever is coming up with this stuff. It comes with a nice sheath. The sheath is very durable. The blade doesn't cut through the sheath. They come with sharpening stones here. Yeah, I'll kind of show you here on both sides. And this one actually has Smith & Wesson written on the stone there. The other one was identical to it, and this kind of a metal piece here. Kind of snaps back into place as well. I'll show you the knife here. Kind of a nice little curvy, fancy little knife here. Smith & Wesson written vertically on it. It does have like a little ring on it, so you can kind of put your finger in there, kind of hold it as such. My next knife here comes in a nice sheath. It does come with a sharpening stone as well. I can get it out. It has Smith & Wesson on it. Oh, it's kind of reflective too. My sharpening stones, I've never used them. Actually, these knives, I've never used them. But they're just nice to have a good little collection. But basically, it has a nice sheath here. This is a Velcro piece. It's not the snap-on. This piece right here has a little, I guess, a little piece that kind of ties around your leg, because this goes through it has a belt loop. Wear it on your side like such. This piece ties around the leg. They kind of keep it steady. As you can see, the knives are getting a little bit longer. This is Smith & Wesson nonetheless. It does have a serrated edge on the top right here. It does come to a point, and it's got a nice blade right there. Nice thick handle as well. Okay, this knife kind of deviates, and actually I wouldn't really call it a knife. It's more like a mini machete, but this is a Smith & Wesson still, but this is the M&P line. Now, I never really bought many M&P knives. I don't have anything against M&P. It's just that I like to try to stick with Smith & Wesson, you know, the name or such. But I just had to get this one because I liked it. I liked it so much. It does have a belt loop that you put your belt through there. It doesn't have a little lanyard or anything, but it does have a zipper down the back to help get your machete out, because now, like I say, we get into the bigger blades. You wear it like such with a belt, of course. But when you unzip it, you unsnap it here, and this is what it looks like. It does this, as you can see. It doesn't have Smith & Wesson on it. It has M&P in the upper corner, well, the lower corner right here, or upper corner if you do it like that. But basically, it's kind of contoured to your hand, so you can get a nice good grip. It has a rubber grip on it, so if you have sweaty hands or wet hands, you don't lose your grip on it here. Nice little machete. It's got a serrated top here that's pretty sharp. It does have a I don't want to run my finger along it here, but I'll run it along the side. It's got a nice blade here. Comes to a point. It's a nice little small machete. Probably chop down some pretty thick vegetation. I just haven't been in a situation where I had to use it out in the woods or in the forest or something. But this is the M&P, I guess, machete, like such. This particular knife here, I kind of forgot the name of it, but this knife is one that's similar to the one that Milla Jovovich used in the Resident Evil. It's a Smith & Wesson. I just had to get it. It's an Outback knife. It does come with a little Velcro to help hold it in place. It does have a little loop here, so you can tie a little string like such. Like on this particular one, you can get the string and you can tie a string, or you can get a little braided piece of leather or something so you can put it around your leg like such. But it does come with a Velcro. It comes in a nice durable case, and I'll go ahead and pull it out. Like I say, please drop the name in the comment. I know it starts with a K. I can't think of it right off, but this is similar to the one that Mila Jovovich was dual wielding in the Resident Evil. It's got a nice rubber handle. It's got like a little hole here so you can run a string or something through it as well. Nice big curved blade. This part is the blunt part, the top. It's got Smith & Wesson written on the side. It's an Outback knife. And it has a nice, this whole inner boomerang portion is the blade. Very nice knife. When it was advertised on the website, I just had to have it. A lot of these knives, I got them from, I got a few of them from the store, but most of them I got online.